Hello there, I'm Jack, and I welcome you to Phantom Chamber, a safe space of dread and distress. Feel free to stick around. No matter where you go in the world, you will find stories of vampires and monsters stalking the night. For many people, the most famous vampire is none other than Dracula himself, the famous count who impaled his victims and reportedly drank the blood of his enemies. However, Dracula has nothing on one of the most notorious serial killers and reported vampires to stalk the earth, Countess Elizabeth Bathory. Even though some of the claims about Elizabeth are historically questionable and considered to be a tool to discredit religious and societal points of view of the powerful Countess, there are numerous undeniable facts about her cruel nature. Let's dwell into that. Bathory, also known as the Blood Countess, is said to have racked up a body count of over 600 women throughout her life. Bathory was born in 1560 to a highly respected upper-class family. She was a strange young lady who seemed to enjoy watching the suffering of others as if it were sport. It was reported that she erupted in joy at the sight of a local gypsy being punished by being sewn into the dead body of a horse. Elizabeth suffered from seizures throughout her life, possibly from the inbreeding within her family, which was not uncommon at the time within royal bloodlines. However, it could be this same reason that laid the foundation for the horrors that she would bring onto others throughout her life. At the age of 15, she was married to Baron Tomas Nadasti. Her husband bestowed her with a castle as his wedding gift to her. Countess Castle would come to be the site of an infinite number of horrific events. Both Nadasti and Bathory enjoyed spending their time torturing the servants in their care. It is possible that Nadasti taught the young Elizabeth many of her deadly skills. One report stated that Nadasti, who was upset with one young girl, had her stripped naked and covered her in honey, then made the girl stand outside for a day and a half. This led to numerous stings and bites, covering the girl's body. However, the true horrors did not start till Elizabeth's husband passed away in battle.
Countess design, you seeds of madness, the color of eternity, they blossom into joy, and an autumn of fear, your harvest of pain, in a garden of evil.
His death left Elizabeth in full control of the lands and the servants. Her madness, which may have been kept in check to a degree under her husband's rule, was now unleashed. This new unleashed madness escalated to horrific heights. When a servant who was brushing her hair a bit too roughly upset Bathory, Elizabeth swung around with such force to hit the girl that she caused the girl to bleed. As the now aging Bathory saw the blood resting on her skin, she came to believe that the skin where the blood rested looked younger. She started to believe that the blood of the girl had given her back her youth.
Faces, the bodies, burns intellect.
By the time Bathory was captured, over 300 witnesses had testified against her. One testimony stated that she would bite off chunks of her victim's flesh. Elizabeth Bathory was a sadist and truly enjoyed watching the suffering of those who displeased her.
The Countess designed, they could not destroy you, only keep you prisoner and leave you to die, and bury your dreams with the earth of justice. But they could not suppress the darkness, the image, the power. The Countess designed your seeds of madness were the color of eternity, blossomed in torture and an autumn of fear, your harvest of pain and a garden of evil.
One young girl who had the misfortune of upsetting Bathory was stripped naked and placed in a cage that had several inward-facing spikes. Bathory would swing the cage back and forth, impaling the girls that were unfortunate enough to find themselves in her cage of death. Another girl who had displeased Elizabeth had her jaw ripped open by the Countess herself. During her trial, servants testified that she would shove burning rods down the mouths and in the genitals of her victims, reportedly a favorite torture method of Elizabeth's. Today, the old castle sits in ruins. However, it is open for tours to the brave adventurer that is willing to risk displeasing the Countess that is said to wander the castle grounds. Many have witnessed shadow figures lurking in the crumbled halls, full-bodied apparitions, and sometimes the sounds of a young girl crying can be heard. So if you are in the area and feel brave enough to venture to the old castle, be sure to take one of the tours of the grounds. But be careful, or you might just be the newest victim of the Blood Countess.